Imagine you and 249,999 students all across the world are watching the same video at the exact same time, and this singular video is explaining what you need to make a 120-pound pile of steel, aluminum, and electronics do in the next 6 weeks. This is what happens the first week of every January to kick off the next season of FRC, or the first robotics competition. Since STEM, or science, technology, engineering, and math, is increasing in popularity, it's important to know what FIRST Robotics is, what the FIRST Robotics competition is, and how a season of the FIRST Robotics competition progresses. So what is FIRST? As said by FRC Team 3504, Girls of Steel Robotics, FIRST was founded in 1989 by Dean Kamen, an inventor and an entrepreneur. You know those 100 flavor Coca-Cola machines at McDonald's and Segways? He invented them. It was founded to inspire young students to participate and bring awareness to them about STEM. The first competition had 28 teams competing in a high school gym in New Hampshire, and now over 250,000 students compete all over the world. Now I'm going to explain exactly what the FIRST Robotics competition is. Alan Melchior says that the FIRST Robotics competition is designed to is a high school robotics program designed to build awareness and interest and build not only skills in science and technology, but also self-confidence, leadership, and life skills among high school aged youth. If you look on the FIRST website, you will learn that under strict rules, limited resources, and an intense 6-week time limit, teams of students are challenged to raise funds, design a team brand, hone teamwork skills, and design and build a robot, an industrial-sized robot that is designed to play a difficult field game with complex field elements against like-minded competitors. Anita Welch adds that the FIRST Robotics competition is designed to build awareness and interest in science and technology by providing a challenging and engaging learning opportunity in a setting that encourages students to pursue careers in science and engineering in the same way professional sports encourages students to pursue careers as professional athletes. Now I'm going to tell you how a season of the FIRST Robotics competition progresses. As said by Richard Johnson, typically the season begins with basic organizational and administrative work, such as leadership workshops, recruiting adult leaders and students, scheduling activities, and organizing resources to run the team. Then the competition rules are distributed. First, FRC competition rules are very formal, with them being announced early January of every year on the NASA television channel and on the organization's website. Teams then have 42 days to complete their design and construction of their robot, and on the last build day at midnight they need to pack up their robot, and they're not allowed to touch it until their first competition, where they must compete to get as many points as possible to try to make it into the elimination rounds. After 3 competitions, a certain number of teams are chosen to move on to their regional championships, where they must once again compete to try to get as many points as possible to make it into their elimination rounds. At the end of a regional championship, a certain number of teams are chosen to move on to the World Championships, where they must once again compete to try to get into elimination rounds, and if a team is lucky enough to win the World Championships, they are then given a free pass to return the next year. If a team wins the Chairman's Award, they then move on to become a Hall of Fame team, and from then on, they are allowed to return to the World Championships every single year. Now, let's go over what I told you. I told you what FIRST Robotics is, what the FIRST Robotics competition is, and how a season of the FIRST Robotics competition progresses. And now that you know what FIRST and FRC are, the next speech I'm going to tell you why every high school should implement a FIRST Robotics competition program.